Let's talk about, what your feelings are on how grapplers can, not just grapplers, but let's say BJJ people in particular, how they can overcome that hesitation mentally and physically, how they're going to learn takedowns.
Well, again, what I would start out with, hopefully, again, one of the problems is they may not even have a coach that teaches them much of any. Or when they do that once a week thing or once a month takedown class where they spend 10 to 15 minutes on learning in a sotogari, and then they never actually spar. Then when they slap hands and fist bump, one guy pulls guard. So how are they ever going to develop it? So if you're in that environment, I can't help you other than telling you, you do have to put in the time. So nothing's going to come through you just straight up watching a YouTube video. So come watch my channel. You're still not going to be that good unless you go out and practice. So, but it starts with learning something, having a drilling partner. If you do it on your own time, or if you do have a class where you can work your stand-up takedowns. We at our academy, we start from standing every day. Very rarely, it's almost the opposite. It's more like once a week or a couple times a month do we even start on the mat. Every round starts standing for the most part, unless we're doing a pass guard and sweep drill, but sparring session. But otherwise, we're starting standing anytime we're doing live. So you have to have the live training part. You don't have to go hard. Get a partner and just spend the time on your feet and go live, practicing some techniques. One, you're going to do it just through the experience there. Most of jiu-jitsu is through sparring anyway. As much as I love to teach technique, the majority of the learning process is during randori or the live sparring. It's most of the real learning, because when you come out of there, you don't even know. You think it's because your coach showed you a move. You think that's why you got better. But most of why you got better is not that. It's that when you grabbed your buddy and you went with him for 5 minutes and he kept trying to pull your arm into a triangle, and you finally went, I don't want to get triangled anymore. And you ripped your arm back and you said, I'm not giving him that, or I'm not going to put one arm in, one arm out. That's what taught you how to defend the triangle. I'm telling you, more than anything, that's a huge part of the learning process. That's why sparring, that's why grapplers are so good, because we do more sparring than striking arts. That's a grappling advantage, because we're not getting popped in the face all the time. Sometimes. But, so you've got to spend the sparring time. You don't have to go crazy hard, but you need experience. You need mat time sparring. And then you do need to be fed some skills and again, what I would recommend to them is basic fundamentals, how to stand. Start with how about a sumo wrestling drill? Learn one guy is going to push on the other and try to push him out of a circle. And the other guy, when he's pushing you too much, move out of the way and then pull him and then push him out of the circle. If you just spent 1 day a week doing a sumo wrestling drill, I don't have to teach you moves. You will automatically be better on your feet. And if you did that for 6 months, I will put money on you in a street fight grappling situation against a guy who's unskilled. Just doing sumo wrestling. I don't even have to teach you double legs. I don't have to teach you how to trip somebody, sotogari. I don't have to teach you ogoshi. I don't have to teach you seanagi. I don't have to teach you any of that. You're going to automatically overpower your opponent just because you understand pushing and pulling, off balancing, and kazushi. So, I don't know. I can keep going, but that's my answer.
Yeah, establishing a base, that's a great drill for establishing a base and just having good footwork, just keeping your feet under your hips and keeping your balance, But I totally agree with you about randori too. I talk about that a lot. I think that, when we do our drills, when we do all that kind of stuff, that teaches you the techniques and it teaches you some muscle memory when you get in your repetitions, but it doesn't teach you timing. And the only way you're going to learn timing is by sparring. That doesn't matter which martial art you're doing. The only way you're going to learn timing is by sparring.
And, let me say this. Every time when you're doing technique, your coach is teaching you guys technique, I don't know what it is in a student, but your brain is like turned off. And what I mean by turned off, all the coaches know it because we walk around the room and we're like, no, dude, you can't pull his arm like that. Grab it like this. And then you almost want to tell them, can you guys just start fighting a little bit? Fight a little bit and you'll figure it out that you can't push someone with your hand in that position. You have no power because they're trying to learn what the coach is teaching them. So their brain is in a different mode because they're trying to learn the technique, but they're missing all of the basics, like how to stand, how to bend. But the moment you tell them just push on each other and fight each other a little bit, they automatically engage themselves. And that's why that Randori, that live training, that's why I repeat that it teaches us almost more than what our instructor can give us a lot of times. Now, once you already have it, you have that base, that foundation, then your coach starts taking you to the next level. But in the beginning, man, it's a lot of just get out there and scrap and figure some basic stuff out. Good coaches help, but I'm not even taking credit. I'm the jiu-jitsu and training, judo, wrestling itself, just sparring helps you. It teaches you. There you go.